Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us.
When you leave for good.
Now that the Empire has been driven from the Reach, we can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. Multitudes of our enemies are buried in an avalanche of pain and retribution, delivered by your hands. I shall call you Snowhammer now. You show great passion for battle, and compassion for those we fight for. You are becoming indispensable to our cause. We do what we do out of love for our brothers and sisters. Here, take this as a token of such love reciprocated. You're needed in Hjalmarch. There's much to be done. Talos guide you.
Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Spare coin for...
I've got my eye on you.
Always a pleasure.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman. Indeed. I thought you captured the butcher. You said the city was safe now. How could this have happened? Obviously. You should visit the Bloodworks to talk to Woundfirth. We need to figure out where the evidence went wrong.
I've spent my life serving Talos. I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says. May Talos shield you from all harm.
I want you to send a messenger to our weapon.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Oh, isn't that a shame? And here I am in the Bloodworks. Looks like you aren't such a sharp investigator after all. What made you think I was to blame in the first place? I've actually been after the killer myself. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Not sure you belong here, citizen.
Dead.
Oh my goodness.
Supper is all I ask.
Oh, what happened?
Damn shame.
The divine smile on
We
those
ought to dig
who
a
show
big
mercy
hole.
and charity.
Throw all them dark elves and Argonians in it, and let them tear each other to pieces. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor are elves too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. Watch out some grayskin doesn't pick your pocket.
Spare
Good to
coin
see you.
for a poor old woman.
Anytime, friend.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims.
Good evening. If you're not doing something you enjoy, then you're wasting your life.
It's really great we're friends. I was hoping to find some way to thank you. I hope this does the trick.
your side! What are you doing?
What a waste.
What do you need?
What is it? Dragons? I'm glad you were able to correct your mistake. I'll release Wunferth immediately. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
By the 9, I'd pay good money for a pint of ale to warm my bones.
Oh, no, you don't. Remember, that was your decision.
If this cold numbs my fingers any worse, I'll scarcely be able to hold a weapon.
The Empire would have us become their slaves, as they have become slaves to the Thalmor. I will not live as a slave, nor will I die as one.
Getting sick of rabbit.
Need you to deliver some false orders to the Imperial Legate in Morthal. But first, we need to get our hands on some Imperial orders to make the forgeries. The inns at Dragonbridge and Rorikstead are frequent stops for Imperial runners. See if you can't convince one of those innkeepers to help you. One way or another, get me those documents. What do you say? Good. You've got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you.
Come on.
I've been wanting to say thanks for being a friend.
And get the cold
Here.
out.
It's not much, but I was thinking you might like to have this.
Well, well, look who it is. How have you been?
Father says I should pick a name that describes what I really am. But nobody's going to hire Eric Greenthumb or Eric Hoe Pusher. No, I need a name that will put some fear in the hearts of my enemies. When I have some enemies, that is. Seemed like the best way to see the world and make some coin. Sure, I'm a little green, but what I lack in experience, I make up for in courage. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
I saw some nice dresses for your little girls while I was in Whiterun. I'd be happy to purchase them if you like.
We don't need your charity, Breton. My girls deserve something nice. It'll be their
If you need a meal or room, I've got both. I tend to keep my patrons' privacy.
Well, if you insist.
He was here, but he left. If you leave now, you can probably catch him. Or you can just wait here. He'll be back soon enough.
Needs.
Girls of yours are growing like weeds, Lemkill.
Yes, and just like weeds, they're
I
nothing
only
but
take
trouble.
real coin. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. See ya.
There's no better way to
Let me
face
know
the
if there's
cold
anything else you
Skyrim
need.
nights than with a belly full of ale.
Daughters are growing up fast, Limkill. Seems like only yesterday they were newborn babes.
They've grown up. Right? Lazier and more stupid.
There's times I think you're the coldest man in Skyrim. This is your own flesh and blood you're talking about.
Can't stop to chat, citizen. Is that so?
Is someone there?
Warrior? Someone there?
Ha! Found
For the Emperor!
What was that?
This what
There
you
you
want,
are.
huh?
Victory is yours. I submit.
No more! I yield! I yield!
Victory is yours. I submit.
Mercy!
Good work. Let's see what you got. They know more of our plans than I thought. Not good. Oh, what's this? Fort Snowhawk is in need of reinforcements. We'll make sure they won't be getting those. Give me a moment while I make a few, corrections to these reports. There we go. Make sure those forged documents get to the legate in Morthal. They should give them the wrong idea, and us the advantage.
Well, you must be all right if you've got time to complain.
Watch yourself out there.
Can I help you? Go on ahead. I'll stand guard.
Is there something I can help? Oh, very well.
Hope I don't draw guard duty. You must be
If you
all right.
say so.
You've got time to complain. What do you need? We're running out of bread. I hope the supplies get here soon.
Go tell the commander. I'm sure the boots in your heart should take your mind.
All the living shall fear the dead. The endlessly comes for us all.
You'll regret stuff.
Come on.
I am master of the arcade.
Now you'll pay. You won't get away.
Cannot even conceive of the power I wield.
You won't get the best of me. That's what I thought. Still here, as you wish. Just don't forget about me.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
Ah, it's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Decision about Valian?
What decision is there to be made? I allowed him to live here. I stand by
Heard
that.
they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
As it should be.
Thank you, soldier. Let's take a look at these reports. I'm waiting on word about reinforcements for the fort. Good. They're on their way. And we have some information on enemy troop movements. Excellent. Stormcloaked scouts are making it difficult to move around. It's good you made it here in one piece. Why don't you have yourself a drink at the moorside before you head back? All right then. What are you doing that for?
Oh, do come in. I hope I have what you need. I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true. No. Well, sometimes, but that's not the problem. I just often don't have much to do, so I tend to try things out. They don't usually work, but I try. Next thing I know, I've used up most of my stock. I picked up the trade when I was a girl. One of the temple healers staying here on a pilgrimage showed me the basics. She had a book with her, Song of the Alchemists, that I used to read over and over. I miss having a copy. I suppose it is. Take a look.
Greetings. Hmm? Oh, that. You may not have noticed, but there's a large beehive stuck to the roof over the firewood. I was going to take it down, but Agni begged me to let the infernal things live. With most children, I tend to ignore such petulance. After all, children may be noisy as Nirnroot, but their memories are as fickle as a brothel wench. With Agni having lost both her parents and that child in the fire, well, Phalion thought it best not to add to her loneliness. That many? I wonder if it's possible to charge you for them. Yes, Sirrah, I own the curved sword. I know it doesn't look like much, but in time it will be the finest specialty shop in all of Skyrim.
I'm getting out of here.
You jest, but you only mock yourself. After all, it's the nature of men to jape at what they don't understand. You might as well ask me to turn wind into rain and the moons into stars. The blacksmiths in Hammerfell dedicate nearly half their lives to learning their craft. And yet, you wish for me to pass this knowledge as if it were the time of day. I am no sorcerer, Sirrah. Alas, Sirrah, that's not for sale. I like to keep a sample for any skeptical customers who might doubt the sword's utility. It also serves as an example of my previous work with which I can compare craftsmanship. Without it, I cannot be certain whether the quality has been degraded by the tools I have at my disposal. If that were the case, I could trade my hammer for a club and smelt iron with a stove. Oh no, I am afraid you are mistaken, Sirrah. Tools matter every bit as the man. These are suspicious times, Sirrah, and caution isn't necessarily a weakness. It seems, however, that many in this land are cautious to trust but hasty to judge. Make sure you don't make the same mistake.
This old crone still has some life in her yet.
Actually, the Thalmor are precisely why I'm here in Skyrim. As Somerset Isle and Hammerfell are divided only by a narrow sea, many say that our kingdom is the vanguard in the defense against the Aldmeri. During the height of the war, blacksmiths were said to be in high demand as the Dominion spread its tendrils over the southern coast. However, after the Second Treaty of Stros Mackay was signed, there became a surplus of weapons and a sudden shortage of Thalmor. Many of us were forced to become farmers, or worse. At least the men were saved the indignity of becoming a tavern wench. When Ulfric started his rebellion, I stowed on the first ship to Solitude like a fly chasing manure. Of course, the other smiths thought I was crazy. They said burly Nord men would not go for such an elegant weapon. I aimed to prove them wrong. You wound me, Sirrah. The blade you see before you is proof of my skill. Any Redguard from here to Hegath will vouch for its craftsmanship. I don't have to subject myself to your slander, even if you are a customer. Either buy something or get out.
Hmm?
Awful ruckus coming from those caves. Who do they think they are, keeping half the town up at night?
Morthal used to be a quiet place, but then the world used to make sense. Oh well, you know, a bit of this, a bit of that. They haven't made me a guard, even though I've been asking. So I'll take odd jobs, anything that comes along for now. All right then.
Yes? Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Come on in. Let me know if you need anything.
Hurry up an order. I ain't got all day. Have you met the bard that plays here? He's got a voice like broken glass and fingers like the knob of a carrot. Sometimes he ventures outside, and when he plays, the animals in the marsh will start screaming. His name's Lurbuck, and he's by far the worst bard in all of Skyrim. But the old orca sort of grows on you. In time, everyone will learn to appreciate him like I do. Oh, I know most folks like their bards to have melodic voices, but none of those sausage drinkers are fit to wear Lurbuck's tunic. Them fancy singers ain't what a real bard sounds like. A bard like Lurbuck sweats poetry and makes you shed rocks for tears. I remember when that old barnacle breath sung a song about a storm. His voice was hard and cruel, just like the sea of ghosts.
Do you think the townspeople are warming to my serenades?
No, they ain't. And they aren't gonna. If you weren't paying for your room, I'd have thrown you out a long time ago.
What's that supposed to mean? Speak straight. Unless the potato you call a brain has already turned to mash. Aye, name's Ingarte, and I got salt in me bones and fire in me breath, for ain't no comely lass fit to handle the sort that come through an inn. In here, we get bandits, pirates, adventurers and soldiers, lads and lasses with true grit, not the college and town folk you get up west. At least, we used to. A long time. Into pot or pan in this inn I haven't washed 1,000 times over. What do you need? Goodbye.
A new face. Such a welcome sight in dreary old Morthal. Welcome, friend. Welcome. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the moorside. If you need anything, I'll be round. Good to have a customer. Slow? No, it just ain't there at all. Few enough reasons to pass through Morthal before the war started. Now, well, let's just say the front door doesn't get much use. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. me know if there's anything else you need.
Is someone there?
Last mistake.
Just die!
No, not like this.
You won't get... Oh, you got...
You're good as dead.
For the Emperor! Just die!
Right. End it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Not like this.
Nothing!
I'll rip you in half. You won't leave here alive!
When you leave for good.
Tullius must be getting nervous. Taking March, we're practically in his backyard now. As soon as we're able, we'll march on Solitude. You've become a true hero of Skyrim. I number you among my kin. You shall now be known as Stormblade. The love of the land and her people flows from your heart, even as death to her enemies flows from your hands. On behalf of the sons and daughters of Skyrim, on behalf of all that is righteous and true, take this token of our appreciation for your service. You've no time to glory in your accomplishments. We're gathering for our final assault on Solitude. I need you there. Report to our camp in Hoffinger.